apparently Kara doesn't want to get involved in anybody else's drama but her own. But she was real gung-ho to get involved in Jasmine's drama last night. So that's interesting.
How you doing? Stop. Don't touch my arm like that. Why not? Yeah. Just a little out of character. Sometimes I see Kara and I see you.
The way she talks to him and the way she looks at him is deplorable. It is so sad. Guys, if there's any guys in the audience, I'm sorry, but if your wife ever looks at you that way, it's over. It's done. She doesn't respect you. You've been so far emasculated. It's pretty bad.
I
can't believe that she
for the relationship
him this way and not just
you speak for yourself.
Tell him to his face that she's over it, because that's sad.
Right.
She's given him some fucking semblance of hope that it's gonna work, but not when you treat him. Not when you treat him like that. Like, she has no respect for him. You can tell.
We are not fighting enough for the relationship. You speak for yourself. You speak for yourself.
Oh my god. Meanwhile, she's done everything to sabotage all his attempts at making any effort. So Jasmine and Matt show up and they're already hurling insults about Gino's age. I thought that was just Matt's thing, age shaming Gino, but I guess Jasmine has caught on to it or picked it up. Matt looks miserable and worn out. I mean, he has to deal with Jasmine all the time now. None of the men are thrilled to see Matt.
Like a friend.
We see Andre already starting to get under Jovi's skin.
Yeah, but like we went a little bit loose, but now he's my friend again, right?
I don't know, nobody trusts this guy.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm just gonna sit back. Yeah. So Andre can say I'm starting the pot again. I don't know.
Jovi makes a good point. He's supposed to sit back and let Andre just talk shit and say that he's the one who's talking shit. Oh no, Sean's back. I was hoping it was gonna be Suki again. I know Sean's a producer, an executive producer, and she looks great for her age, but I just can't stand how she jumps around all the time. She cuts things off before we get answers when she just needs to dig a little deeper. It's so annoying. Ugh. But whatever, we have Sean again. So we kick things off with introductions, but you know how she never really stays on anyone for long, and I can't help but notice and point this out. Darcy's boob is hanging out, you guys. Her nipple is full on display. I'm gonna cover it up. You think someone would pull her aside and let her know?
Featured on the tell-all is Tiger Lily and Adnan.
Yeah, what happened to Tiger Lily and Adnan? They just bounced after their baby was born? I know they don't need the money, but they just decided, fuck you, production, we don't need you around anymore. We got enough clout from the episodes that we submitted. That's strange. Andre and Libby as smug as ever. So when she introduces the three of them, she just can't help but point out that there is tension and that they didn't speak to each other when they arrived, Lauren and Alexi. Sean, I gotta point out, that was messy of you. That was super messy, Sean.
Let's turn now to Gino and Jasmine.
Oh, great. That's what we're all here for.
We have plenty to discuss between all of you in just a little bit.
Oh, great. Yippee. More jumping around.
I want to move on now to Kara and Guillermo.
No one cares. Next.
Well, it's very good to see both of you again. Lauren and Alexi, you're so...
She immediately points out how they didn't speak. And that's messy of you, Sean. Thank you for bringing that up. That was nice of you and astute of you for noticing.
You and Alex did not speak to Elizabeth and Andre last.
Why would they? Why would they want to? I wouldn't. I love Lauren's face. She has the greatest facial expressions. I love it.
You were in this house and didn't speak. Yeah.
Smug and indignant as ever. These two are the absolute worst. Messy Sean. Messy Sean. This is the scene where Jasmine tells Gino that she was pregnant with Matt's baby. And while he tries to hide his emotions, and he does a pretty good job holding it together in front of her, you can see his heartbreak in slow motion, just like that episode of The Simpsons.
You can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half. And now.
Now we're gonna watch this together.
Mom and I are gonna have a baby.
Yeah, this is the moment where you can see his heart break, and he's devastated inside, but he swallows it and readjusts his face. Not good enough for me, but he tried. I'll give him an A for effort. Okay, so this is the scene where I need someone else's opinion. Like, I know Jasmine Crocodile cries all the time, and she uses it as a form of manipulation. It's like weaponized tears, basically. But, I mean, when she was crying that she was sorry and that she did love him, I don't know, maybe I'm naive and gullible, but I believed her. But maybe she's just good at fake crying. Who knows?
Meaning when he said that I never loved him because he knows that I did.
Yeah, but she does this all the time. And then Sean asks, Gino, do you accept Jasmine's apology? And Gino is like, fuck no.
I'm sorry, Gino.
So Gino says that he's over it because he has forgiven her too many times and he's not falling for her bullshit crocodile tears anymore. And I don't know if it's just because he's so heartbroken and vengeful and petty that he refuses to see it true, or maybe she is manipulating and lying and he has every right to. I really don't know, and I don't care anymore. What's done is done. I mean, he needs to just move on for his own fucking life, like his own mental health, his own finances, his own sanity. Like, there's nothing he can do about it. They both contributed to the failure of the marriage, and whether whose side you're on, you can't argue with that because they both fucked up.
Jasmine never loved me. I did.
And our relationship was one big fraud. It was one big scam.
See, we find out from his cousin that he checked out a week into the relationship, which we all saw. It was all obvious that he was deliberately instigating her and like sabotaging things and being difficult and stubborn, the withholding sex to control her and try to force her to behave a certain way, because apparently if you don't agree with him and you are that arguing or whatever, I mean, no. Gino sucks at relationships. I'm not saying Jasmine's any better. We all saw her verbally abuse him, but no, she's not entirely at fault.
Passed a lie detector test last year. Like, you raped her, she sucked your toes. Like, but that's love.
Just
That's fucking true, though. She did suck his toes. Unless she's really, really, like, kinky, like, into stuff and it didn't bother her at all. That's fucking disgusting. I would never, ever. No. But apparently, that's not good enough for him. If anything, he should just consider that he paid for her sugar baby services for all that time.
if you don't with Gino, why don't end up the relationship? That's a good.
So the boys start asking her logical questions, and she can't handle it. She flips out immediately, as she does.
Why do you not leave straight away? Why do you stay with him? And you decide to go from there?
Here we go. Classic Jasmine. I mean, they're asking legitimate questions. She has no reason to flip out like this. She could just answer the fucking questions instead of getting so defensive and angry. But that's Jasmine.
Because you don't know what it is. Ask me a question. If you don't meet Gino, why don't you Gino? Matt, let's go.
Matt, let's go. I'm not gonna do this with Gino.
I'm done with it. Because everybody just wanna hear Gino. I'm not gonna do this again. I'm leaving.
And so while she's throwing a fucking tantrum as a 38-year-old woman and kicking her feet and storming off the stage, Sean has seen a lot of tell-alls, I'll give her that. She's so experienced. She must have some sort of mind control powers or Jedi abilities, or like the guy from Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. tells her, get your ass back here, and she listens. It's amazing. Good for Sean. I gotta give her that. Look at this shit. She's got like mind control abilities. She's like, get your ass over here, and she's back.
We want to hear your side, Jasmine. We want to hear your side. Because it's moral. Because if you're not going to say your side, then we're never going to know.
You need to relax, honey.
Yeah, so Jasmine comes right back to Sean as told on command, which is either performative or well done on Sean's part.
We get a tissue.
You can tell Sean has no patience for this shit. She's like, someone get this bitch a tissue, and I'm not buying this. Let's carry on, please.
Wasn't holding her. He threw her out. The guy doesn't even want to take her back. If you're
Do you think I want her to come back after she cheated on me, man?
You didn't cheat. You had an open marriage.
So Matt tells everybody that, Jasmine wanted to get back together with Gino, and he wouldn't take her back. He kicked her out, blah, blah, blah.
Wasn't holding her. He threw her out. The guy doesn't even want to take her back. If
Do you think I want her to come back after she cheated on me, man?
You didn't cheat.
He...
You had an open marriage.
Oh, burn. It's true, though. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think she's lying about cheating before the last resort? I think she's lying. Yes, I think she's lying. But at the same time, I don't blame her. Like, two things can be true at the same time. Gino was done with the relationship 1 week into her being there and started withholding intimacy because he didn't like her anymore, and then she cheated. Two things can be true at the same time. Case solved. Mystery solved.
We keep pointing the fingers, he did this, she did that, but is there like any way we can move forward and like maybe at least be neutral between each other?
Yeah, long answer is no. The only way is for Jasmine to be deported because that's how petty.
I will lose my daughter.
So Jasmine is explaining that she has to self-deport herself for Gino to forgive her, but she would lose her daughter for some reason. She can't bring her. I don't understand why. That really sucks, and I feel for her. And she admits that she's dealing with the consequences of her bad decisions. But I mean, come on, Gino needs to just let it go for now.
I'm in a very tough, difficult position.
Yes, I'm dealing with the consequences of my poor decisions. I accept it. But what am I supposed to do right now? I'm in a very tough, difficult position.
So the other cast members even start telling Gino that he should just let it go, especially since he plans to revoke his paternity and deny his legal paternity rights. He won't let it go is what I was trying to... my brain is just fried. I'm exhausted. I'm sorry.
Let's take a few minutes to catch up on how you and Matt are doing.
So we get a quick update on Matt and Jasmine's current relationship. They show his proposal and how Jasmine wasn't sure. And Gino is watching this, probably feeling quite smug with himself. I'm hoping it's reassuring him that she didn't love Matt and she didn't cheat on him. But that's beside the point because he's damn convinced he has evidence. And poor Matt, because he does have feelings for her and he gets pressure from the community to marry her, and he proposes and she's so hung up on Gino that she can't be with him. Or maybe she's trying to not look bad for immigration and all her scrutinizers. What do you guys think?
If things don't work out, I don't ever want to hear from Matt. Oh, you used me from a green card because you needed your permanent resident.
Jasmine explains selfishly why she doesn't want to commit to Matt, even though it would benefit her, is because she doesn't want to give any man the power to control her and hold it in her face that she owes her citizenship and her green card or her survival to that man, which I understand, especially after the way Gino speaks.
Sometimes I just want to be by myself.
Give me the child already. You cannot do that.
I actually agree.
I think that's...
It's really not fair to Matt.
One thing is,
You cannot talk like that to a man that made you a child right now.
I think that child
Don't do
or not, my feelings should be validated.
Jasmine always wants her feelings validated, though. That's what kind of tips her off on the narcissism scale. Just saying. She abandoned... No, I'm not going down that path. I'm not going down that path. Stop me now.
I don't know what I want. So he said,
Everybody pulls her up and says that you can't do that. You already made a baby, which is kind of true. Matt has every right to be involved. It's just terrible timing with the marriage.
we're going to move on right now. Now, Gino's relationship with Jasmine wasn't the only one that hit a wall. He also feuded with his cousin Dana and Dana's wife for seemingly siding with Jasmine.
See, that's a bad sign for Gino. If his own fucking family, his own cousin who was his best friend, doesn't buy his shit, that's not a good sign. Just saying.
Welcome, Anthony.
Welcome, Anthony.
Okay.
Dana Michelle.
I'm living for his cousin calling him on his shit. It makes me so happy. So, it doesn't take long for it to get heated with the cousin because Gino keeps trying to deny everything that he's saying that it's all not true. Classic Gino. Cutting off his cousin when he's trying to tell stories. A deflection tactic for sure. So he eventually loses his patience and it looks like it's going to get heated, but we both know it's probably not. This looks a little bit like, I don't know, they're playing it up for the cameras. They're too excited to be there. Dana's going to tell his story finally without Gino interrupting.
The entire time that Jasmine was here, she was asking to meet your family.
Your sisters live 10 minutes away from you.
Right.
Has Jasmine met your two sisters?
What about your best friend?
She had the opportunity on Christmas. A year and a half.
He kicked her out that Christmas, or they were fighting and she left. One or the other. He is so frustrating.
You just don't like the truth to be heard.
The truth to be heard, do you?
No.
Truth. I mean, sorry, facts. He's so right about that, though.
I just don't want to hear lies because you're constantly lying and you're telling Jasmine lies.
I don't know. I don't buy Gino's shit either. I know everyone thinks that Jasmine's a liar, but at least she's a good liar. He is not a good liar, and the more he talks, the more I see through his bullshit.
Dana, do you feel like Gino was...
Gino knew 1 week after Jasmine came here that he didn't want to be with her?
That tracks. I don't care what you think, guys say, but that's been obvious since the beginning. And I'm not saying it isn't warranted. He'd have every reason not to want to be with her. She treated him like crap. She said a lot of terrible things to him. So there was no... I don't know why he just didn't send her home. He carried it on with the marriage. That was his dumb decision.
Correct.
Why do you...
1 week after Jasmine came here that he didn't want to be with her?
That's not true.
And look at that little guilty smile Gino has on his face. Look at him. That's a guilty little smile. Like when you catch a little boy and you ask him, did you eat all mom's chips? And he'll be like, that's not true. You know,
Why would I spend time bringing her over
Now you're going to say you didn't say that.
They said it from the first time they ever met. They were fighting like crazy. What are you talking about?
That's what I've been
Wait a
holding on
minute,
to. Gino, I want to defend you because you are my family. But when you open your mouth, it's so easy for me to go, what the is wrong with this guy? You know, and I would go to lunch a lot. And he had said to me, I knew 1 week after she got here I didn't want to be with her.
No.
You make it so easy for me not to like you.
Dana spills the beans.
That's why he was never affectionate. There was no love.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it. If this whole thing isn't scripted and bullshit, I do believe
They were having
that.
sex before they even went to Last Resort. The timeline tells it all.
How do you know?
He was there putting my penis, I guess. So. I will show the proof.
The little baby Gino thinks that she was hooking up with Matt before Last Resort, which a lot of people do, and I do too, I guess.
Your number? No. Yes, has never been your number. That's not my number. I went and did my own research to find out the number that was showing up in the phone records. I had to prove it was Matt's number. And how did you do that? And forth every day we're going on. Yes, he has been picking me up. I've been calling him like, hey, come pick me up.
Gino is convinced he has proof. He pulls out his reading glasses. He wears them like such a nerd. He's just like, he's so fucking sure of himself that he found evidence because he's convinced it's Matt's phone number. Jasmine says it's the alibi for the gym.
All right, let's change topics, okay? Amen.
Yay, Sean, always jumping around and changing topics. That's great. That's great.
Gino finally decided to seek out another partner. He went on a date with Natalie. But
Great. This is just fantastic. Now we get Natalie. This was not good for her to come on. She's a fucking hypocrite, and she made herself look like a fool. Just wait.
He wasn't.
Jasmine.
I don't know what she thought she had to prove by coming on here and scolding Jasmine for the way she treated her. I don't know what she was expecting. And she's a fucking hypocrite because she also stepped up to Jasmine. And she threatened her that if there wasn't a security guard, that one or both of them would have gotten hurt. After making a statement that she's a 53-year-old woman and she doesn't need to fight. So make it make sense. Which one is it, Natalie? You should have just, you had my respect when you had the self-respect to walk away from this whole situation and dump Gino's ass. But instead, you came back and rolled around in the mud with Jasmine, and I don't know what the fuck you were expecting. You should have had more wisdom and knowledge than that. I hope you enjoyed your TV time. I hope they paid you for this.
On a lot of levels.
As a woman, I am disappointed at the fact that you put your hands on me. I'm not gonna play this game. No. Bye.
See,
Sit down.
of course Jasmine was going to do that. Of course she wasn't going to take any accountability. I'm more annoyed with Natalie for having expected Jasmine to sit there and take her fucking lecture. She should have just fucking had more empathy towards Jasmine, and they should have both respected the fact that Gino fucked them both around and not just moved past it, dumbass. But it was petty and immature.
Now listen to what she's saying. Sit down and listen. She doesn't want to hear.
For someone who whined that she's a 53-year-old woman and she doesn't need to be acting like that, she jumps up and gets aggressive really quickly.
Anytime she's put on the spotlight, she plays victim.
Hypocritical. I hate this little bastard, but that is true.
One's memory on the confrontation Natalie had with Jasmine. Jasmine and Natalie first came face to face at Dana's birthday party, which was the same time Gino and Nat came face to face. Let's look back at what happened that night and the aftermath. Thanks.
Messy Sean decides to bring up the bar fight on Dana's birthday, and Dana and his wife look super excited to be seeing themselves on TV here. It's kind of funny.
So, is this a birthday party
So we get to see the infamous bar fight scene.
It's a birthday party.
And Jasmine starting shit, but Natalie certainly not trying to not finish it. I thought that whole scene was so weird. I don't know why everyone was smiling and defending Jasmine and why Natalie got thrown out. I guess she did get super aggressive though. I guess that's why she got thrown out. But I don't know why Jasmine didn't get reprimanded either. The whole thing seemed weird and staged to me. Like, I don't know.
Everybody,
They
fake ass
doesn't make
plastic.
any fucking
Face doesn't even have filler.
That was an out-of-pocket comment, and in my opinion, lady, you have way too much filler. I wouldn't be making comments about other people's filler. So she was understandably pissed and done with Gino. She left, and I wish that was honestly the end of it, but it wasn't. She had to come back for this tell-all.
She calls me a whore. Not acceptable.
I just didn't need to yell that much, but I guess I understand why she was pissed. Gino just looks like a sad little boy who lost his favorite toy or something.
You guys go out to dinner? Not about getting together. And you didn't know that, did you?
No.
You came into this not knowing anything. And I remember we had...
Oh yeah, Natalie's pissed because, like she said, she made it clear to Gino that if he wanted to be with her, he had to have closure with Jasmine, which we saw his petty attempt at getting closure with her. I don't know if Jasmine was too dense to understand that, or if he was saying things to her on the side, which he probably was, but there's no evidence of it on the show. So, I don't know. It would have to have been sneaky on the side shit. In the shadows, Gino shit. But I wouldn't put it past him.
To Gino, that the only way we would continue seeing each other was if he had a conversation with Jasmine. I needed to make sure he had closure with you. I didn't get that. You should have pushed him, not me. And that's facts, but unfortunately Jasmine never admits it or acknowledges it or even gives Natalie the slightest of apologies or signs of remorse, and Natalie leaves completely empty-handed and with no closure. And that's her own fault for coming on. I don't know what she was expecting. She tells Jasmine she's a piece of shit of a human, piece of shit of a woman, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah. Everyone agrees that Jasmine is a narcissist, which is pretty true. So while Natalie's trying to tell Jasmine off, she starts fucking singing. And I've seen that shit in real life. It's creepy and annoying and so immature. A very good clue that Jasmine is in fact a lying narcissistic piece of shit.
You know what? Good luck to you in life.
What are you, a child? You're a middle-aged woman. Grow the
Look at Jasmine absorbing all that.
I think you're not perfect. Also, I think your two personalities together are just like horrible. Alright, we briefly touched on a...
So Sean once again wants to change the subject. Fantastic.
Jasmine, you're a freaking lunatic, and you're damn lucky that there was a security guard there, because if there wasn't, one of us or both of us would have gotten hurt.
Bye, Natalie. Go away now forever, please. Okay, so I guess we're wrapping up Gino and Jasmine now. Thank God. I don't have emotional energy for this anymore.
Elizabeth and Andre, Jovi and Yara, and Lauren and Alexi. All right, everybody? You ready to talk?
Let's talk.
Okay.
Oh no, now we're gonna get into Libby and Andre and Lauren. I don't have energy for them right now. I'm gonna need a quick break.
1 hour later.
Take everything, take all the breaths and patience to get through this. And I was getting so agitated. Shit started falling over. My ring light fell down and broke again. So we've got another cup of coffee and we're gonna take deep breaths. I put on some nicotine patches and we're gonna get through this, okay? We're gonna get through this.
There was a lot of infighting among the group.
Oh yeah, my computer ended up turning itself off, so I had to reload everything. Isn't that fantastic? I hope it auto-saved. I hope it auto-saved.
They may have started as friends, but this group has a lot of conflict with each other, with most of it coming down to who said what to whom.
It's taking a lot of patience. Taking a lot of patience, you guys. Okay, so Sean is finally pressed forward, and we're focusing on Elizabeth and Andre and their drama with Lauren and Alexi, and also Yara and Jovi as well.
I did hear through the grapevine that you think that my husband's a horrible person. But who told you that? Jovi and Yara. Lauren and I have been together for 5 years, and she said a lot of things.
Okay, yeah, she did. And I know.
And a lot of bad things about you.
She says that like she has some sort of grand point to prove, saying that he's not such a great husband and he's a horrible person. Was that supposed to be the grand point that she was trying to make? It's deflecting because she's angry that they all know. She's angry and embarrassed that they all know that Andre stuck behind her back and lost $75K. This is all deflection to save face because they can't handle feeling embarrassed and bad about themselves. That's what this is all about. Shameful.
Right.
Terrible.
I read
people.
it.
Proud of yourself, too.
Yeah, I body shame her. Liar. I read my text messages.
Self-assured and self-satisfied and smug. Like, I just can't.
I really confide in Elizabeth about a lot of things, and you're reading them. You're comparing women to her.
He started rolling that saying, you were giving Elizabeth a death stare. Yeah. Why?
I would be.
Because this whole time, Elizabeth was blaming it on Andre, and now I'm hearing that she's the one who mentioned body shaming. That's girl code, sharing personal conversations with a friend of nearly 5 years.
Yeah, her smug, fucking self-satisfied facial expression, and then turning to him like, you sabotaged this friendship just because you're a shitty person. It's obvious that her relationships with her sisters has trickled over, and now she just is unable to have healthy relationships with women, period. I don't know why. I don't have sisters, but I understand toxic female friendships and relationships, so let me know what you guys think. Anyone who has sisters, or maybe a female cousin and that they don't get along with, because yeah, I wouldn't know personally. I mean, I have issues with other women in my family. I won't say who right now, but
For what?
If you cared about your friend, you would have talked to her privately.
Why are you so pissed if it's not true?
Yeah,
That's
because
what I
why you
wanna
keep
know.
denying it and after disaffirming it and denying it and affirming it? I'm not pissed. I'm upset that you
Lauren
heard.
and I aren't friends anymore because
Why did you?
deflecting once again. Alexi's not. He's upset that you brought it up to be shitty people instead of just talking to them about it if you were so concerned. Like, you trying to prove some sort of point?
We can't trust each other because you opened your mouth. I opened my mouth.
I love that she yelled at her finally. I love it. It was great.
you can't trust
You open your fucking mouth! That's right. All to prove a point, all to deflect, all because they didn't like that they were being talked about in a negative light. She was embarrassed and humiliated, but she's not going to change. She's not going to turn her back on her husband. She's clearly not that type. So yeah, she lashes out at the other women instead.
Don't trust me, we're not friends anymore. But it's not true? Something doesn't add up. What? If it's not true, nobody gets mad like that.
If you want to hear about what was going on in our life at that time, we can speak about that. Bring it up there out of spite because you think that we did something wrong to you.
Well, you didn't do anything wrong by calling me a dick?
No.
You are a dick.
No.
You're a dick.
No, okay, I'm fine, good.
Matt looks like his soul has left his body and he doesn't want to be there anymore. It's not fun and he wants to go home.
Why would you go through messages from 2.5 years ago?
Okay, let's talk about the text messages then.
I don't care about the text messages. I really don't. So Andre thinks that he's unearthing some horrible shit about Alexei, him just using whatever he can to start up a dirt rumor. He tried saying that Alexei was comparing Lauren to women at the bar and that he was attracted to that women and he wanted Lauren to look like that. Lauren gets really pissed off and says that this is bullshit and to shut the fuck up because this is how you start bad rumors. And he doesn't shut up. Like, she loses it at one point and he's just like, dude, let's go out and fight.
You're a woman, but here you're looking up to other women. She needs to look up to every standard and text messages, and you're doing it, and you got caught.
Shut up!
That's a lie.
Shut up! That's how rumors get started in Benzona!
Because I can't be bothered to communicate like a man. And I don't know if any of it's true, but I really doubt it. I think he's just making shit up from texts that he misunderstood or misread a while ago. Lauren was probably venting to Libby about things. You know how we do when we're mad at our husbands. And then she was over it, and now he's bringing it up, trying to make Alexei look like he's the piece of shit because he's being a defensive little prick. It's not working, in my opinion.
My corner right now. You're putting your panties in a bunch of shove it up your ass. Hey, let's go outside and let's fight. I don't give a
What? Andre!
Let's go.
Everybody around you. You put me in.
But Andre got what he wanted. He finally got someone heated, and now he wants to take Alexei out to the parking lot to fight. What is he, a fucking caveman?
That's a lie. That's a lie.
That's how rumors get started in Venezuela!
Why you diss everybody around you? You put me in the corner right now. You're putting your panties in a bunch of shove it up your ass. Hey, let's go outside and let's fight. I don't give a
What? Andre!
Let's go.
Indeed.
Come on, come on.
Next time.
That's not gonna happen. Obviously, production and the security are not gonna allow that, you fucking caveman. Just ridiculous.
On 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after, the couples tell all. This house is gonna get rich.
Okay, we did it, you guys. We did it. We got through it. Oh, we did it. There's a part 2, and it's gonna be great. And I'll do my best to get it, some coverage.
If you love me, the hell you know.
You guys, this is so hard to do as a mother. I already complained, so I won't do it again, but thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys had fun. I gotta edit this and put it together now, and hopefully I can get it up for you in the next day or so. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please check and see that you are still subscribed. Thank you so much. Continue being awesome. And I appreciate you all. And yeah, see you next time for this train wreck. Take care.